so we are just out here picking up on some downloads today. A lot of the things that I've been picking up on is the fact that we don't pay attention to our signs. We pay attention to the physical signs, like when, people notice, like, for instance, relationships. Like, let's say, like, we'll use, my boyfriend and I as an example because he's my boyfriend, and we argued about this a few days ago because I was in my feelings. But, so he's got ADHD, right? And sometimes I tend to forget that. And so when we're playing games and we're, just spending time together, sometimes he gets a little distracted. He's got random thoughts that are racing all the time. So he gets on his phone, he'll just scroll, stuff like that. Well, sometimes I take it personally. Sometimes I take it as in, like he doesn't want to talk to me, or he doesn't want to, just spend time with me. When really that's not even the case. The fact of the matter is that, he's spending time with me. He's paying attention. He is, he's giving me attention. But I'm picking up on the physical things that he's doing. I'm not paying attention to the emotional way that things feel. And I wasn't paying attention to the fact that, physically, like emotionally, physically for me, the feelings were fine. Like I didn't feel like he was actually doing anything wrong. It just, my lower vibrational self was picking up on energy that was there but wasn't there, if that makes sense. And that's where we're all going to have a lot of problems, because the reason we don't notice the I guess extra dimensional signs, the spirit signs, the just the the signs that we can't necessarily see, but like our intuition, we feel, when we ignore that, it's going to show up to us in the darker self. It's going to show up to us in the low vibrational, darkest times, and it's going to come out like, like we're crazy, or like we are upset, or that we're having mood swings, or that, just something crazy is going on. When really that's not even the case. The fact is you ignored it in your higher self. So your low vibrational self is like, well, you ignored it. That means that something really bothers you, which means we need to further investigate it. So it's going to nag, and it's going to nag, and it's going to nag. And it's just going to be in your head all the time till you go through those phases. So you need to be balanced, not just physically here, but also spiritually, emotionally. You need to be grounded with the earth. I mean, come outside. It's beautiful. You can listen to the trees and hear the wind and listen to the birds sing. So I'm about to leave because my phone's actually almost dead and I forgot my charger. But real quick, we got two cards that came out. We've got the Seven of Cups, which traditionally speaking is a sign of just many possibilities, many different outcomes, many projects that there are. And then the other one that came out is the Six of Wands, which it looks like they're in a celebration. It looks like they're doing something. You know what I mean? I keep seeing a guitar, even though that there's not a guitar there. So maybe some of you are interested in music. I suggest that you use music to your advantage. There are a lot of meditation videos and playlists and stuff like that that are just instrumental, that are nice and relaxing on YouTube. So I highly suggest that you go for that, because I keep seeing that. I don't know why, but I keep seeing a guitar, and it's like it's not even there. Like for some reason I keep seeing one right here, and that's not a guitar. Like that's not that's part of that's the woman's body. Like that, I don't know. But anyways, okay, so we're going to read both of these, and then I got to call it a day because my phone's almost dead. So, what is the Seven of Cups? Alrighty, Seven of Cups. The Seven of Chalices, as the level implies, reveals itself to be particularly active. This is a card of hope, energy, and new creative artistic projects. Only in certain circumstances can its significance, there we go, significance be corrupted, bringing instead sterile fantasies without an outlet, errors of judgment, or ingenuity. Advice of the dead. Preserve in your projects and your desires, having first thought them through and keeping your feet on the ground. Again, be grounded. You've got so many different things that you're good at, so many hidden talents, so many things that you can explore. Again, just take it one at a time. You notice how in this particular one, he only took one cup down, and he's not really even paying attention to the other cups. At least in my opinion, I don't think he's paying attention to the other cups. He's looking at this one. He's holding this one, which means this is the one that he's working on right now. So you need to figure out what gifts you have. You need to meditate. You need to ground yourself. You need to just overall focus on one thing. Stop giving your energy to every other thing and every other person in your life. Focus on yourself. Focus on that thing first, so then that way you can further help everybody else. So then for the Six of Wands, it is, where is my wands? Okay. The dynamicism, energy, and creativity in this suit finds expression in this card of victory, openness, and public celebration. It is possible to advance in your career to realize profits and interests long desired. It can, however, also bring with it negative aspects of delays, declaration, or abandonment of previously programmed projects. Commit with boldness and with complete awareness of your gifts and your energy, but control your desires and expectations that could cause you to make silly mistakes. So, again, that just confirms it all. Pick one thing, focus on that one thing. Don't worry about what else is going on around you. Don't worry about the thoughts and the people that are trying to tell you that, you can't do it, or that, it's going to take too long or whatever. You know what you can do. You have had your heart set on it for years, and you might have not even realized it. Now is the time, especially in this time when a lot of us are just now going back to work, or, a lot of our states and stuff are opening up. Now is the time for you to do those things that you love and that you were putting off because you had to have money to live. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. We all need money to live. But what's the point in living a life if you're not happy? And then this one. This beautiful, beautiful one. It is the Two of Pentacles. This one I love the most. So you see here, we've got the two skeletons. They're looking at each other. Both of them, it's kind of hard to see in this, but both of them are holding this coin in their hands. I apologize for my ugly fingernails. And you can also see again that there's this butterfly. They grew together. They expanded at the same time. So that means that, let's say you are at the utmost, your higher vibrational self is great. He or she is just thriving. Everything's going good. But then on the days that you have bad days, your shadow self is just down and out and just chaotic. Those are the days that you have got to cheer yourself up. You don't need to look for somebody else to make you happy. Those are the days that you need to do it on your own. Because again, this time that we've been given has been so we can ground ourselves, so we can make ourselves whole before we can make others whole. Okay? So don't give up. Don't think about like all of these negative things that could happen, because let's face it, God made humans in the image of him, which means we have all of the ability to love and to be loved just as much as he is. So I'm going to do one quick little thing. So I've got this Sacred Space little book of encouragement. I brought it with me because I thought, maybe something would stick out with it. So, let's see. What words of encouragement, advice, collective, spirit, guardian angels, ancestors, what messages do you have for the people of this world? What is the overall message to those that will come across this video? What is the little thing that they need to just remind themselves that will help them continue to move forward and continue to go down the path, and to not block their abilities, to not block their signs, to be one? Okay. So we've got page 34. So if you, have been seeing a lot of numbers, I highly suggest that you look both of those up, number 3 and number 4, as well as 7, considering the fact that those are what it is together. If they add up, it's 7. So this one is titled, Can I Call Out for Help? As Jesus went from there, 2 blind men followed him, crying loudly, Have mercy on us, Son of David. When he entered the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus said to them, Do you believe that I am able to do this? They said to him, Yes, Lord. Then he touched their eyes and said, According to your faith, let it be done to you. And their eyes were opened. Then Jesus sternly ordered them, See that no one knows of this. But they went away and spread the news about him throughout that district. Matthew chapter 9, verses 27 to 31. So in this book, the reason why I love this is because it tells you, it gives you the little passage, the verses, and then it shows reflect, and then it shows a prayer. And so it says, reflect. How could these men follow Jesus if they could not see? By hearing his voice, perhaps? Or maybe others led them to him. How did they know what to ask for? They knew they needed physical and spiritual sight, so they asked for more than sight. They asked for mercy. Their faith in Jesus opened their hearts to appeal to him. Their faith connected with Jesus' power, and they were healed. They knew their need for God and for others. They did not hide their need, and thus were healed. Am I willing to call out for the healing I need? Pray. Jesus the healer, can I let so many things get in the way of a simple request for your help? Whether it's the options of others or my own sense of guilt or inferiority, the effect is the same. I linger in pain and hunger for a better life. Help me ask for what I need today. So, with that being said, Jesus is telling you, God is telling you, just ask. Talk to him. Listen to him. Be one with him. If you ask him, he will show you the way. Okay? So, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm about to go get something to eat because I am famished. And I will see you guys later.